Greetings and welcome to another Real Firm analysis. The submissions are in from the last call to action in the total of 8. I'm putting out quick Instagram stories. Well, they're up for 24 hours, but if you see them, you send it in. So if anybody feels like, oh, I didn't know, you gotta follow the Instagram, you gotta pay attention to the stories, and that's how you get in the pool. And it's gotta be of a certain quality and like no more than 4 minutes, so the video isn't too long. Since we have 8 different artists, I'd like to try picking them at random. I think it'll be fun that way. I won't know what I'm about to review until I spin this here wheel that I'm about to throw up. So the 8 artists that we will be choosing from for the next batch of Real Firm analyses, I'm going to try to do 2 a week, Tuesday and Thursday. We'll see what happens. There might be other videos mixed in, but for now that's how we're gonna do it. The artists we have to choose from today are LMC, Quickdraw, Carlito Black, Rockstar Life, Chemo, aka Alias, Scheme Liam, and Pumpkin Poacher. So to determine who will be picked for this review that I will do right now, I will spin this here wheel, and whatever it lands on, I'm gonna get into today. Let's see it. Ding, 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 ding. It is Quickdraw McGraw. Okay. That's interesting. He's actually the first one that sent in. So I was either going to go in order of how they were sent or do it random. And it appears that fate has wanted me to do the first one that was sent in. Anyway, Quickdraw will be reviewed now. I'm going to remove him from the wheel, and I will keep spinning this wheel every time I record a review. Alrighty, I've pulled up the track that Quickdraw has submitted. It is called Lost on his channel, the Quickdraw YouTube channel. 5 days ago, I've heard quite a bit of Quickdraw's material, another early adopter to the live streams. Shout out Quickdraw. Let's hear what he's got for us. This is called Lost. Oh, this sounds familiar.
Lost on this island, hope someone can find me. Working with sticks and stones, the sun is blinding. Searching for purpose, find myself rewinding. Out of time, can't be freed from my binding. Lost on this island, hope someone can find me. Working with sticks and stones, the sun is blinding. Searching for purpose, find myself rewinding. Out of time, can't be freed from my binding. Bottle of goose and some fruity loops. Smoking the green like chartreuse, get the fuck out the way. Moves, I be up in your bitch's head like some booze, not likely to kill a knob, but that ain't true, dealing with some of them demons, but I'll get through, clear picture through my mental, she got me in my head, I'm getting sentimental, I bury you in sediment, y'all, fucking with me detrimental, I busted all your dental, do not have many credentials, let me leave you with memento, momentum is gonna send them to heaven, I come equipped with the venom 44, but it holds 7, better have 7 reverends on speed dial before the session, 7 more balls are coming at you all directions, surprising like interceptions, I fumble but keep it stepping, I'm not one for learning lessons, I'm lost on this island, hope someone can find me. Working with sticks and stones, the sun is blinding. Searching for purpose, find myself rewinding. Out of time, can't be freed from my binding. Lost on this island, hope someone can find me. Working with sticks and stones, the sun is blinding. Searching for purpose, find myself rewinding. Out of time, can't be freed from my bindings.
I can't read between the lines. Girl, you hit me every time. Yeah. When we speaking from the heart, I never listen to my mind. Yeah. Telling me that you are mine. I can't say much when I cry. Yeah. Open up, let me inside. Tell me when you wanna slide. Yeah. Manifesting my emotions in my sleep. Yeah. Lemonade, but I keep sweet tea. Yeah. Check my energy, I'm charging on my key. Yeah. Hold me down, baby, have some faith in me. Yeah. Addicted to dope, so I've been on my own. Was feeling alone when I was at home. I needed time to find myself. I wanna help, wouldn't help myself. myself.
Lost on this island, hope someone can find me. Working with sticks and stones, the sun is blinding. Searching for purpose, find myself rewinding. Out of time, can't be freed from my binding. Lost on this island, hope someone can find me. Working with sticks and stones, the sun is blinding. Searching for purpose, find myself rewinding. Out of time, can't be freed from my bindings.
Follow, like, and subscribe, of course. Okay, so that was delightful. I've definitely heard that before. It looks like it's new to his channel. I'm not sure if he sent it. Well, he definitely sent it in on upcoming artist radio live stream at some point. I guess this is maybe a more finished version or something. Either way, a wonderful production here. Let's talk about it. So first of all, there's a wonderful theme here. Quickdraw always has depth to the lyrics, a meaning, very thoughtful writing, concepts, all that stuff, which I always appreciate because it's very creative, and it seems like a lot of work was put into crafting the songwriting and everything. Lots of bars, like lyrical lemonades, no, word plays and such, which the lyrics on the screen help a lot to help you pick up on all those wordplay insertions. Lost on this island, hope someone can find me. Working with sticks and stones, the sun is blinding. So he's really painting a picture here, especially this picture on the thing. It's literally an island, a beautiful island of some kind of cherry blossom or pink tree in the middle of the ocean. Might be AI art, I don't know. But it's perfect for the theme. Lost on an island, searching with sticks and stones. He's really painting a picture, adapting all the lyrics to be appropriate for the concept, the metaphor, the abstraction of the idea that he's diving into here, being lost. Let's explore more of the songwriting arrangement here. So he's got the first chorus, the first hook, chorus, hook, what have you. It's an interesting flow. It's not quite rushed, but it's pretty, like, it's packed in. Lost on this island, hope someone can find me. This working with sticks and stones, the sun is blinding. It's a nice flow. It's all on point. It makes for a compelling hook. For sure. Searching for purpose, find myself rewinding. Out of time, can't be freed from my bindings. This is one of those ones where it's kind of worth it to look at, really take a close look at the lyrics as well. Let's get into this first verse again.
Bottle of goose and some fruity loops, smoking the green like chartreuse.
All right, so the more I listen to this, the more I'm thinking, if I go lyric by lyric, I'm gonna draw this out a little longer than it should be. But just for the sake of it, the beginning, I'll point out some ones I really like. Bottle of goose and some fruity loop. I like that pause too. Bottle of goose and some fruity loops. The daw, very nice rhyme there. Vodka and fruity loops. It's also wordplay too, I suppose, because I like the fruity loops, the software, and the delicious cereal. Great line. The fuck out the way, vamoose. I'll be up in your bitch's head like some moose hair stuff. Like, there's lots of bars in here. I'm not gonna go into every single one of them so this video doesn't drag out. Yeah, it's full of bars. Go and look at the lyrics if you really want to figure them all out. I just want to point out a couple more. This one's really good.
Clear picture through my mental. She got me in my head, I'm getting sentimental. I bury you in sedimental.
Clear picture through my mental. She got me in my head, I'm getting sedimental. I'll bury you in sediment, y'all. Great wordplay. It keeps going. He's got the bars. I'm very much a fan of wordplay. Quickdraw is great at it, and he does it in such a way where it's not like Eminem level, like over your head, where you have to really like read the lyrics to catch every single one, which, although I do appreciate that, and I love that, big fan of Eminem and that style. But Quickdraw makes it a little more obvious, but also with using the skill set. Some of them aren't so obvious, but what I'm saying is it's not jam-packed with wordplay like a lot of artists I'll hear. I'm like, whoa, I can't even keep up with this. But yeah, so this is a nice balance of that. I like that. The end of his verse, surprising like interception. I fumble, so it's keeping the football theme, interception and fumble, but keep it stepping. I'm not one for learning lessons. And I like how it goes back into the hook here.
Deceptions, I fumble but keep it stepping. I'm not one for learning lessons. I'm not one for learning lessons. I'm lost on this island, hope.
I like that reinforcement of the previous lyric. I'm not one for learning lessons. I'm not one for learning lessons. Boom, into the hook. Very effective. And then we have the feature. So the feature, I don't know who it is. Maybe should have asked him before. Shout out to whoever he featured. It's not here in the title or anything or the description. The feature adds a nice new flavor to the sound. The way his vocals are mixed, the tone of his voice. It fits in with the beat, but it's got this different, more reverb. It's very smooth. A little like, I guess, Juice WRLD. I'm trying to think of who to can compare it to, but it's got that kind of vibe, and I think it works quite nice. Takes a break from Quickdraw's heavy bars with something a little lighter, and nice, good lyrics too. Nothing, not to take away from the feature's lyrics. They're just not as bar heavy as Quickdraw, and I think that's a good distinction. I think that's a good contrast.
Time to find myself. I want to help, wouldn't help myself.
Lost on this island, hope.
Goes right back into the hook. I like that, leaving the last lyric of the verse layered into the chorus. So he ends on his last word, and then Quickdraw comes right back in on top of that. Great strategy for the transition. I do appreciate that. Let's take a look at how it ends again.
Searching for purpose, find myself rewinding. Out of time, can't be freed from my bindings.
It ends in a special way. It doesn't fade out. Beat drops out, and you're left with Quickdraw's last line from the hook. I think that was an effective way to end this track. Majority of songs typically have some kind of fade out, or the beat, it ends and the beat fades out. Not that this has never been done before. I mean, it's done a lot, but for this track, I very much like how you get that hook at the end, naked almost, and that's it. It ends right after the last word. Works very well for this track. If we go back to the start, it begins with just the beat and then goes into his hook.
Lost on this island, hope someone can find me.
Over the soft beat before it really kicks into gear, and then it ends.
Find myself rewinding. Out of time, can't be freed from my bindings.
Yeah, so what he did was the beat was fading out while the hook was still going strong. And then by the time the hook ends, the beat's completely gone, and you're left with the last lyric, which is a very cool way to end this track. I think that about covers the songwriting portion. A classic Quickdraw track, Lost, describing in interesting detail the concept of feeling lost. Though it's not too it's not very emo sounding. It's pretty upbeat, but it is discussing a dark, sad topic. So that is quite often a good way to get people to hear that type of message, because not everyone likes the emo style, the overtly dark, sad nature of the music versus the lyrics. If you really think about it, it's quite sad what he's talking about, being lost and whatnot. The music is kind of uplifting, and it's driving, and it's nice. It's a good contrast. Now we can talk about the quality a little bit. Actually, I don't have much to say on the quality. Usually when I talk about quality, I'm looking for something that sounds off or that could be improved upon. Very similar to the last analysis, 3YMZ's track. This seems quite solid in quality overall. And I think I'll say the same thing that I said for that one, which was, besides being in the most professional setting with the highest quality gear and the best engineer, this is as good as it can be. Quickdraw is an underground artist. He's working with what he's got, with his budget, with his time, and this is great quality. This is real FERM quality. The mix is all balanced out quite nicely. Quickdraw, his performance, it's on point. The flow's on point all the time, as far as I could tell. No pitch issues. I think the vocals are just as loud as they should be. They're not too loud, but they have a loudness to them, but it works very well with the mix. No issue there at all. Actually, I'm just noticing the chorus the hook vocals are a little quieter than the verse. The first hook introduces you, and then the verse comes out strong with a clear, loud vocal. I honestly think it's perfect. It sounds great to my ears. And then pretty much the same thing for the feature. I keep saying chorus, hook, same thing. It sits on a nice even level with the beat, and then when the verse comes in, Quickdraw and the feature, when they both come in, it elevates it a little bit to the forefront, and I like that style. It works very well.
Time to find myself. I wanna help, wouldn't help myself.
Lost on this island, hope someone can find me.
Yeah, so that transition there, you can really tell when the second verse ends and the hook comes back in, there does seem to be a sense of loss of volume because of how much louder that verse was. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with it. That's just something I noticed. I'm really trying to, in these situations, I'm really trying to find like little things if nothing really stands out to me. So that's the only thing that stands out, and I don't even think it's a negative. It's just more of an interesting observation. So yeah, I think that's about it. Real FERM songwriting, real FERM quality. Besides, going into $1 million studio and having the best engineer do everything for you and or not do everything for you, but do everything to your direction and make it as best as it could possibly be. Besides that being the case, this is absolutely wonderful. Sounds great, nice feel, unique Quickdraw vocals. He's got a pretty distinct sound, I would say. I like it. I fuck with it. I like the feature. I like the flavor he adds. Lost by Quickdraw. And whoever's feature that is. That will conclude this Real FERM analysis. You can find this track on Quickdraw's YouTube channel or presumably on other platforms. Follow him on Instagram at _Quickdraw or TikTok at OG Quickdraw. Apologies for the past three upload reviews. I didn't really put everyone's social media out there. I'm starting to get this format a little more professional and consistent. The first three were a bit of an experimental situation, and this is still an experimental situation. The more I do this, the more this will be of a good methodical production. Real FERM analysis number 4, Quickdraw. Thank you for sending that in and being picked by the wheel to be played first and sending it in first. The next one will be chosen by the wheel again. Don't forget to check out upcoming Artist Radio every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Reviewing, not really, I don't like to call it reviewing, it's more of just reacting and just talking a little bit about it. Submit your tracks, have a good time in the chats, all that fun stuff. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell us what you think about Quickdraw's track, Lost. Give him any feedback you have, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Bottle of goose and some fruity lube, smoking the green like chartreuse. Get the fuck out the way. The moves I be up in your bitch's head like some